So we finished fleshing the snakes, and it's a very long process, and there is just very minimal fleshing left, you know, in some spaces. As you can see on my big one here, I'm going to have to do, I could probably do a glue job on that, just basically patch jobs on some of these, because there's where the bullet hole went through on this one. But anyways, this is kind of what you're looking at, and what's right next to it is one that's almost of similar length. And like I said, this one going across here, the table is 4'6", and that one's just a little under the 4'6". But you can see the pattern here to give you a little bit of idea what it looks like before we tan it. It's not going to look like this when it's done. It's going to have more pop and more colors that pop and really stick out, and it's liable to even lose some of this color, darken up a little bit. This is the snake next to it is also another Western Diamondback, and as you can see, there's two different colors working in the pattern already anyway. There's less black like there is in this one. This one looks like it spent a lot of time in the dirt, because I tell you, if you look at the bottom of this tail, and it was so filthy. Its belly was really filthy, but they do have some yellow bellies and some whites and things of that nature. But anyways, this is the finished product. And all this red here would be from a gunshot wound, blood stain. So there's some blood in there. But in any case, this is what the snake should look like after it's been fleshed. And you saw what it was before that. It's mostly pink. And you want to, it's the sticky membrane that's on there, and you want to be able to get that off. And we've kind of done that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hold tight for just a minute, and I'm going to work on our solution, get our solution together, and we're going to put our snakes in there, and then we're going to actually use the solution for 10 days. That's kind of the idea that I've had in mind to do for 10 days, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and got our jar ready. I'm using a pickle jar. Don't use metal or anything like that. Just get you just use an old pickle jar, and you know, that's about the best way to do it. I bought 91% rubbing alcohol, and I went and bought I actually ordered this from Apothecary online, and it's a Nature's Oil product, 100% pure grade vegetable glycerin. So what we're going to do is use equal parts of the vegetable glycerin and the rubbing alcohol into this container first. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get my, you're on the camera a little bit, get my lid open here. And I've got a measuring glass, and the reason why is because I have a lot of glycerin. Sometimes when people do buy it, they have equal parts, and I don't have that in my case. I have 10 pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and just pour up 32 ounces because I have 32 ounces of rubbing alcohol. So we may use more. I do have more, so what I'm going to do is go, it's like syrup. So you're just going to pour it in. It's just like oil. It's really hard to, as you can see, it's going in. I'm getting it up to the 32 ounces, and almost it's kind of hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. So give me just 1 second. Okay. All right. So there is just a hair over 32 ounces of vegetable glycerin. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pour that in the jar. Can you give me one of them stir sticks, the long one? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pour that into the jar. And I guess my biggest fear about all of this is that we probably should have started on some smaller snakes and not our biggest ones, but they were sitting at the top, so they're the ones who got it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trying to get the remainder of that out. Is he barking right now? I hope it's not. I'm sure the snakes are probably nesting nice in their hole under my house. Yeah, they're back, people. We thought we got them all out, but they're back. Okay, so anyways, there's that. And then I've got a brand new bottle here. Oh, crap. Okay, so I need to open this real quick. Hold on. Hey, can I borrow you for like a second? Because I need to get this. Well, he's a guy. What do you expect? I will be very disappointed if, like I say, these don't come out right, because we worked our tails off on getting the membrane off. And although mine may look a little pink, mine is kind of stained with blood because it was shot in the body. This other one over here, as you can notice, it's pretty,
still kind of
just a little bit, but it's more stained up there. Hey, are you gonna, is that the neck of it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna cut that off and make it even?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 32 ounces now of the rubbing alcohol. So we're gonna put this mix in together. Like a little science project. And check it out. You can see the alcohol sitting on top of the oil. See it? I love the smell of rubbing alcohol. Is that weird or what? Okay, so we're done with that. And Meg got me a little mixer here. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and just mix up our solution here and get it all mixed together. And like I said, always use glass, and you can use your metal lid. Obviously, it's a metal lid. Megan's been working on making sure that our hides are dry from water. Like we would need to make sure that, you know, there's all the water is out of it. It's still gonna retain a lot of moisture. This is the one that I was working on, and it's got a beautiful body. I wish it did not have the holes. It's got even a lighter brown pattern down here, and it gets darker down here, but it's really pretty. And show them the bands. The bands are a trip on this tail. Okay, the bands on this tail, if you can see, are uneven. This is uneven banding on a rattlesnake, and normally they're just all the way around. And then I'm not sure. I think this one was
the biggest one. Was
that one went on. Okay, so this is the tail, or the rattler they call it, and there's nothing in it. There are no little beads in these things or whatever else, and the rattle only happens from these little. They're not plastic. They're just like, I don't even know. I guess some kind of something when they're shaken together. So that's what makes the noise. And as you can see, this one's like got a little bit of a crack right there. There's a little bit of a hole, but it'll still rattle. So anyways, this one goes to that snake there, and these are the rattles that we've collected off of them, which I will snap these on back after I do a little patchwork and stuff like that. So anyways, let's get back on to our solution. So now that we've got our solution, the next thing that we want to do, we've already mixed it up. We can go ahead and put our skins in, and this starts the process. This starts the tanning process. So what we're going to do, don't get excited. It's okay, it's okay. I'm fixing to stir it all up in there anyway. So just open her up. Megan is putting her skin inside of the.
Look at it just sit on
Yeah,
top
it's
of
kind of sitting on top of the, wanting to sit on top of there, but it's okay. We're going to get it down in there and get it all mixed up. And this is kind of what it. I don't understand why it looks like my video is like trying to go slow. So then we're going to put the second skin in. And we can actually, you know, according to Bob, I can do 50 skins on
the same glycerin.
Basically the same glycerin, the solution. I guess if it doesn't get too funky, go ahead and put the other one in. If it doesn't get too funky, then we may take a stab at it. If not, I'm not worried, because alcohol is readily at my hands, but Glycerin, I've got 10 pounds of it. It's not. I had to have it. I think I paid $13. This is the catch to glycerin. A lot of people go to the store and pay, geez, over in the pharmacy. It's, you know, it is a skin conditioner, skin moisturizer, you could say. It's totally okay to use on your body and all kinds of stuff. This is also the vegetable glycerin that people use to vape with. But anyways, the reason why I bought it online is because of the price. The price was very appealing for 10 pounds versus 16 ounces for like $6 or whatever at Walmart, or $4 or $5. I paid $13 for, well, actually 12 something for 10 pounds, but I paid $13 in shipping. So technically I paid about $27 for 10 pounds of vegetable glycerin, which is not bad at all when you know, divide it all out or whatever, considering what you need and how much you need. I've got a whole lot of vegetable glycerin. Should have enough here to cover every snake in my freezer, which is a lot. So anyways, let's get back over here to this nasty, funky looking mixture. So what we're going to do is just kind of make sure that we push the snakes down into this mixture. We really want it to soak it up and get into every pore of the snake. And you know, I've you know, learned. I've watched my friend Andrea on skinning, and she did it pretty quick. I'm a pretty quick learner, but she explained a lot of stuff to me in messaging too, and I really appreciate that. So Andrea Fleming from Florida, don't forget to check her out if you like her tack. It's Andy's Tack. And she can be found on Facebook as well. She makes a variety of horse tack. She also has, you know, like Eastern Diamondback inlays, alligator, peacock, all types of stuff that she sells with her on her site and everything. So do go check her out, because she's got a lot of beautiful stuff that you would really love. And also Bob, he's an outdoorsman, really walks you through trying to teach you how to live in the outdoors, you know, in the wild, if you ever had to do that. And anyways, I've watched a lot of his videos. They're on YouTube, and he's taught me a lot. See, there is a blood stain right there in that one. So anyways, I learned a lot from him, and we are going to do his stick method of when we get ready to take these out. We're going to go ahead and just stretch them and move them over the sticks as much as we possibly can. But in the meantime, I'm going to stick with the 10-day. There's not a rule on this mixture. I have searched and searched and searched. Some people say, 2 to 3 days, shake it up twice a day, and then take this out and